All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning to another stream. Today, if you guys are just joining in, welcome. If you're new here, here's what we got on the day. In the mornings, we typically come in here and outline the price action, what we see going into New York session. So, if you were inside our Discord, we got a little bit of this move already, and now we're just watching this price just absolutely fucking fall. Guess Microsoft had some news. We swept the previous daily high, right, but could not displace above it. So that's what we were watching there. Previous daily high is going to be an important level for us to watch. Now that we're through this 50% of this previous day's range, we're looking for the possibility of getting an outside day to the bottom, which if you look on the 4-hour, right, we're getting pretty fucking close there. 50% of the day was right there, that equal. We're cooking through all of these previous resistances, previous levels right here. So there's a very good chance that we'll see some sort of reversal back to the, let's see if what they want to do here. They're coming back up into this right there, right? So I want to see some kind of reaction to the downside off of these levels right there. Got 5 minutes left in the market, and there's that liquidity right there to the left. Right, there's that liquidity that's outstanding. So let's see what they want to do here and how they want to play this. This was quite a fucking gusher to the downside. What's that? 2,500. See what they want to do. But yeah, we're looking at these levels, right? That previous weekly low, previous weekly high, and Sunday open. So those levels are going to be important for us to watch here because of the way that price is moving. Let's see if we sweep this 25,114. This is what we're going to be even 114.50. Right. Let's see if they want to come back for that liquidity before the reversal. Obviously, they don't have to, but I think that would be a nice area for them to sweep before reversing. The fact that we're below the 50% of the previous day's range is telling us that price can potentially see an outside day, right? Given that the previous daily high has been swept, given that going into this session, that's what we're working with here. So let's see what they want to do the rest of this 15-minute candle. We got 4 more minutes in it. Same with this hourly. The way that this hourly opened, right? What's the high right there? 677.75, 676.75, 677. So we swept the previous hourly high, came right back down into that shit. So this is again a little intense. Let's see what they do out here. 114.50 is a very outstanding liquidity right there. See, they don't have to. VIX is rising up right as we were speaking, so let's see what they do out here with this price action. Watching it on the 1 minute. They come back at least to sweep of that previous 5 minute, right? Low 424.25. 24.25. Let's see how they close this 15-minute. Reason we sold off is apparently Microsoft had some news that they're reducing their AI because consumer resistance. That's what we got there. There's one low swept. All right, let's see if they now want to get that 114 liquidity. Don't have to, obviously, like we said before. That's up to them how they want to play this now. And look at that, game kind of back. And there it is. There it is. Let's see, sweep of that. All right. Got 1 minute left in this candle. Let's see what this next 15-minute does. Be monitoring this closely. Don't want to grip it to the downside here on this 15-minute. 114, 114.50. 114.50. We're not too far from it. We're getting pretty close. Let's see if I also obviously just wrecked this thing to the downside on this 15-minute. So, I mean, below the 50%, right? As long as we stay below that level, this is what we're going to be watching, is to see whether or not price is going to continue to the downside from here. Retesting these levels, right? 4-hour fair value gap tap right there. Pretty close to our 12-hour level as well over here. If you guys are new here, make sure you ask your questions. Come, let me know what you think. Let me know what you got here. Oh my goodness. This fucking shit. Yeah, let's see. So they're not doing much here, right? Possibly going into New York Open, might see a little retest of these levels, right? So, want to see these levels fall and continuation to the downside. Previous daily low is not that far either. God dang, they freaking sold this thing off. We got this volume imbalance up here. Maybe we come back to for this volume imbalance right there. Right, they like to take those volume imbalances. So let's see what price does out here. We're just gonna keep a close eye on it. Gonna keep our watch on. See what they want to do. This is for that hourly to close, right? And let's outline that liquidity over here as well. You guys are... Wow, every time I touch it. Oh, cool. We got a little color changing guy now. That's cool. Let's see right there. Oh, well. 14.50, yeah. There's a little retrace, right? This 15-minute opening up. Let's see what the 4-hour... This is the 4-hour. Sorry, my bad. That's not the hourly. There's the hourly. There's the hourly. Hourly right here, right? The way that it closed. So the reason why we said shorts. No continuation above previous daily high sweep right there, right? But we also have this candle opening up right there on the hourly, opening up right below the closing price. And there's no body going above this closing price of the previous hourly candle, that 8 a.m. candle, right? This candle opens up right below it. We tap a little bit into the range of that candle and just a straight reversal to the downside. That's something that we always tell you guys to watch, is those previous daily high, previous daily lows. Right, and what price is doing right there. Also watching the previous candle closes is very important, because you can see obviously those previous candle closes will tell you a lot, just depending on like how price is acting, what price wants to do. We have this fair value gap, right? That price has held yesterday, body close above. There's also another one right here on the downside that we can watch potentially for a bounce if we don't want to sweep the previous daily low yet. This is a good area, 12-hour, but 12-hour wise, that's what we're still watching. Look at that. Look at the way the body's respecting that 25.60.075. 25.60.075. Important level. 25.60.075. Right there, right? Outline. So tap that previous weekly. See, did not, or that Sunday open, I mean. Did not want to get above it. candle swept to. So yeah, like to take some shorts, but also I don't know if I want to necessarily. It's a wide stop. If we were to take a short, then this would be like sort of in our short right there. Off of that, the stop right there somewhere. And probably going into that, just at least the previous day low, right? That's a solid little. $25.60.75. 560.75. So if price keeps on rejecting that level above, we're going to see continuation to the downside. If this does come back up, right, we can also look for a possible short. I want to say this would be a better area for me to short, personally. That's what I would be looking for. If that's what they want to do, come back. And then previous daily low is going to be way down here. I think that gives you a better RR in terms of where we're going. Maybe this one right there, right? That's a possibility on both of those. If we get stopped out of this one, that's fine. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting to see what they do there. So the 1 minute, they came back into the OTE of the 1 minute range right here. Right, SFB on the 1 minute, so potential longs into that area and into the opening. There's that 618, right, holding the fair value gap right there. But in order for us to continue to the upside, we need to, or in order for us to see some upside, we would need to get back through this previous weekly or previous weekly high in that Sunday opening level. So that's what we're going to be watching here. Ooh. Golly. And obviously that 50% of the previous daily range, if we cannot displace this back to the upside, I think this is going to be quite the gnarly. And we're in the OTE 705, 786 about of the previous day's range, right? Let's outline it and make sure that we have a good outline of it. We're on the 705. That's a solid level. 705. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right. There it is. Couldn't displace that. Possibility for a falling 3 here. Going into it. But we're going to wait the 8 minutes out to see what they want to do at New York Open. All right. We're going to wait for that. For those levels to hit. You guys got any kind of questions? Let me know. Tell me. We'll answer them for you. Crypto. Let's see what we got on the pre-market Ford, pre-market Rivian, pre-market. Pre-market 1723, so a little bit higher. Microsoft. I want to see. Oh, pre-market's way low right there. Let's see. Microsoft. Microsoft still got some room. Microsoft still got some room to the downside. Personal opinion, not financial advice. This is just a maybe. On the 1 minute, we have a pretty decent 25, 51316. There's a good liquidity on the 1 minute right here. 25. That little blunt candle right there. I see that. Price loves to come back for these blunt candles. Up there. There's another blunt up top. 1 minute. Lines up pretty well with that volume imbalance, right? Volume imbalances act as those PD arrays that we can use for potential entries. If they do continue this 4 hour, I think this would be a solid target right there, right? 25, 41450. Obviously, if we cook through that and reject this order block right there, We're going to continue down to that 25 310 area, or at that previous daily low at 25 324 75. Something to watch there. They could outside 15-minute the next candle if they really wanted to. You're going to be watching here. Watching and waiting. Listen to some tunes. Microsoft, yeah, it's got a gapper downer right into that gap fill right there. And look at the way that this monthly has opened up so far. We got some room to the downside, obviously. We got this whole ass fucking volume imbalance. Let's see how they open these up. ICP. See what we had on crypto here. Track fucking crank. And Mr. Hayes outlined this one yesterday. Look at that. We said it could go fucking high. Cody, yeah, everything's kind of rejecting BTC. That's the thing, like the way that they opened everything up into that monthly. This gives us, right, like they give you a monthly. There was pretty much no manipulation. Well, actually, I guess there was a little bit of manipulation, but still, that monthly opening price is important because of the way. Like if they open a candle to the upside and just like immediately rush the upside, sweep liquidities up there, it's obviously going to not be the best turnout because that's telling you that it's a monthly open high, low close candle that's going to be forming out here. So that the way they opened all of these monthlies up is just a little disgusting. So let's see, this one can go fuck itself. We're gonna wait on that other one. If this hourly closes above these levels, right, that's gonna be good for upside, bad for downside. Right there, you can see our VIX fix was heating up right there with no sweep. This 5-minute sweep was solid for that continuation, but we're gonna be looking for this rejection right there. It's quite the fucking range. See, unless they sold everything off and then get people into some shorts right at open. And rip this thing back to the upside. So there we go. There's that one, right? Didn't work out. So our next trade, we're going to be watching for this short. This is a good retrace, right? Nothing against that retrace. Cool with it. See what they want to do here. 3 minutes left on the chart. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin. If we can get the CISD. Bitcoin, look at this liquidity that they got. 74, 420, 69. So I think that might want that as a joke for continuation. Let's see what they do out here. We got 2 minutes left before market opens up. Pretty gross reversals on some of these cryptos too. if they can't continue on Bitcoin, then I think a lot of these alts are also not going to continue. But that's beside me right there. 25.513.25. Yeah, that's a solid one. See what they do on this 15-minute. Obviously, OTF this range is quite the ways up there. Tapped into the OT of the day, so let's see how they do this next 15-minute open. If we see an immediate reaction out of this, then obviously hourly is going to continue to the downside. But I just want to see how they want to do out here with these. So there's that sweep. A little retrace on the 1 minute. There's that reversal. Sweep of the previous 15-minute high. A continuation above it. 1 minute. These price ranges are fucking insane. There it is. Continued gusher. Let's see if they outside this 15-minute. Not quite. Not quite this. Right. Didn't quite give us what we wanted. But still a solid rejection off of that previous weekly low. So let's see if they want to continue. Grab this 25.41450. Okay, sweep to the bottom. Let's see. They tagged us in. See what they do out of this area. There's another liquidity at 25.53602 on the 1 minute. It's just like outstanding. That's the top of this candle. 25.53002 right there. What is that? What is that? 156. 1,500. They're still kind of consolidating within this area. Like, don't know what they want to do out here. Let's see what we got on news. 8 a.m. ISM PMI coming out. One minute was solid. Okay. See, continued little pumper on the 5. One minute swept that liquidity that we were looking at. So there's that 1 minute sweep right there that we're talking about. Should the SFB that? Oh, price is wicky today. Golly. Shows it to the top of that 89. If this is that reversal, I want to see how this 5-minute closes. Got 1 minute till it closes. And then we got tagged in. Shit, this 5-minute wants to act. Same thing with this candle, right? They need to get below the 50% of this if we want to see an outside candle on it. Which would be, we technically already, well, we did tap into it. Let's see how this 1 minute's acting out. One minute's holding so far. What price wants to do out here? I'm waiting to see. They might wait on news to see something lower too. That's a possibility. I'm saying it has to happen, but there's that 5-minute rush into the upside so far. That closing price, see the way that held. We need some sort of push to the downside there. Well, strong levels out here all the way through and through. Realistically, they need to break that price right there, that low. Or that closing price of the candle right there. If we want to see lower on this price. One minute so far is just holding out on this, on everything. We're at that 50%, or no, we're at that previous weekly low.
Smoking symbiote.
Take one off here. Swap that liquidity right there. Swap that previous 5 minute. New 5 minute and come back that area. I'm all out right now. See, 5 minute. Look at that gusher. They're just gushing this thing. They're trying. 401, 450 might have to wait till later, huh? Got 5 more minutes till the next 15-minute candle opens up. Alright, guys, we got what? 4 more minutes, whatever. They're flagging it on the 1 minute so far. They're flagging it hard. This 1 minute's just crazy. That 15 minute needs to close over here for us to get the gusher to the downside that we want. That price wants. Not that we want. We'll play in the price. 1 minute. Accidentally bought 4 contracts. God, this 1 minute is fucking crazy. Oh my goodness. But here we go. Let me show you guys, right? So this is the. I'll do it on the paper. Oh, we had shorts right there. That's cool too. I'll close that position. But this is basically what we're working with here. All right, this is kind of like the area that we're working with. Stop loss. You can, if you're late to that, you can do this, and then say previous daily low. That's going to be your take profit right there. New 15 minute is about to open up, so let's see what they want to do here. If they want to come back, stop us out on this trade. Technically, we did enter right there, so I'm just watching this one, and it's just absolute fucking chaos. Don't like the way she's moving. Kind of consolidating it. It looks like it's setting up for something nasty. I'm just gonna wait it out and see. All right, new 15-minute opened up. See, I think I'll call it a day here. I'm fucking off. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching, as always. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you go follow Mr. Haste at Haste Beats on Twitter. Give him a shout out. Give him a like. Give him a follow. That 14. This little 41450 is just a bitch. Oh, whatever. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. It's fine. I'm cool. I'm cool either way. We've 450. They're struggling with this Sunday open levels. Right. I'm looking to enter right now. My risk is quite fucking large, so this sweep right there was the fucking just chef's fucking kiss, right? Chef's kiss. If you look on the 1 minute, right there, that little sweep was fucking perfect. And you can see how they're just kind of like consolidating this thing over here. It looks like a fucking bull, or yeah, bull flag. So they might want to retrace a little deeper into this OTE of the range, but consolidating and it's rangy. So I'm fucking off. I'm done. I made my money. I'm chill with it. Still watching this trade, right? Still in that. Previous daily low would be fucking sauce. So let's see what they. I mean, God, this for 450. This new hourly is gonna give us news. That's the only thing. So far, let me get rid of this guy right there. So we have a little bit of clear. But you can see how they couldn't clear the 50% of that previous 15-minute candle. So that just immediately gives that reaction to the downside, which was solid. They're building up a lot of liquidity up here. This was a good song. I'll play these songs all the time. Yeah, it's not bad. This for a drawdown 69, not bad. That was the original drawdown. Let's see how price continues here. Yeah. Microsoft 2% down. Rivian. Let me check Rivian. Rivian, nice. UPS, Mr. Hayes is saying, is cranking. See, it's like what they want to do here. Just like this 1 minute. Look at the way that they're compressing the fuck out of it right now. And it's either going to just break to the downside once we clear this 25 41675, or we're going to continue to the upside with a solid run, right? Which would probably take that previous high right there. So I'm just kind of waiting out to see. Looks like they want to break it. Or not yet. Yeah, look at that, right back. New 5-minute opened up. Previous 5-minute sweep. Rush it back to the upside. That's what I'm saying. This range is fucking intense. That level, they're fighting that level. See if they break it. They break that 25, 46175. That's what we're gonna want. If we're looking for a continuation to the downside, otherwise they can sweep that previous 15-minute low right there, right? And then do whatever they please to do right there. But the way that everything else is holding is like pretty decent setup for that continuation to the downside. We just have to wait it out probably until the next hourly opens up and does something during it is the micro too right now. Let's see, yeah, these 1-minute candles are just fucking up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Golly. Let's see, solid reactions. There's a lot of participation right now. At least feels like it. Everybody, oh, yeah, UPS fucking solid. Let's see, UPS. Yeah, still just fucking nothingness over here, right? This was the only solid short, and we're just still waiting for something to do something. Targets up today, Rivian's up today. There she goes. There we go. We're breaking that. See if we want to continue to the downside out of this shit. Sweep of that previous. Let's see if we get the 41450 this hour. Oh, nasty reversal. That's nasty. That manipulation. 5 minutes till next hourly opens up. Let's see. New hourly opens up in 3 minutes. Minutes till next hourly. They're dropping news on that hourly open too. Just a heads up. Could come up and sweep all of this shit up. That 1 minute wasn't nasty. Look at the way the body's closed above that, right? 25. Or 1675. 1 minute until they drop the news. And opened up. Come on, 15 more seconds until that next opening. Previous 15 minutes swept. Early open up decently strong. Swept all of that shit on the upside. Are pretty close to everything on the upside. Go back to retest that entry. Just all within the macro. What's they do right here? Exit out of this. That was just that trade rate that we took. Right here, just as a little guy. Right, but that'll probably do it, right? We got decent enough profit right there. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. So make sure to go tune in tonight, where we'll discuss the price action that we saw today. We'll go over everything. We love you. The best way to support us just by sharing these streams, by liking them, and that's it. That's all we got. Thank you, and we'll see you. Peace out.